Hello and welcome back to Neocab. So when we left off, we just had our first interaction with Carlos, and we kept the pills in the glove box because we thought maybe we could see him again. And then we went and, filled up our battery or charged our battery again. So now we have to choose between going back to the club, going to Sam, Fiona, or Anthony. I want to try Sam. Because he's closer and we haven't met him before. Just to try something new. I spotted him standing in front of a Buzz Burger, gawking at the pedestrians like he was in an aquarium. Ah, tourist. I idled and waited for him to notice me. Hi, are you Lina? I'm Sam. He held his phone with his write request as if showing me important documents. Yep, that's me. And don't worry, I believe it's you. Haha, I'm not totally sure how this whole process works, to be honest. But you could probably tell that, huh? You just looked like starstruck by everything, that's all. Like a real noob, right? I suppose that's fair. Did he just say noob? He plays video games. Wait, do people still use that word? I think the bigger question is, why would you be one? Oh, do I have to tell you? I mean, I know I brought it up, but I like talking to you, and yeah, it's kind of an unpleasant thing. Always nice to hear Pax enjoys my company, even if he was being a little cagey. Are the fries at Buzz Burger as good as I remember? Heck yeah, they are. Wish I had some more to share. You don't know how long I'd been waiting to eat those. To wear these clothes and breathe this air and... Well, forgive me, but just talking to a woman who doesn't have a gun or on her hip is really refreshing. Wait, a gun? Okay, now you have to tell me. You're right, It's my first night back in Los Ojos in a while. Like 15... Did he just get out of jail? -5 for good behavior. Or exactly 3,413 very long days. Felt like he was searching for the right words. So much has changed while I was inside. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. But I thought a Neocab might be a good place to start. Well, welcome back, I guess. He gave a sharp inhale like I'd hit him. Sorry, I didn't know what to say. No, it's just... I don't think most people will be as generous as you when I tell them. Never a dull moment here at Neocab. 10 years. So in that case, let's just think of you as a time traveler. In the world's worst time machine. Sounds good to me. Do you want me to fill you in what's happened in the last decade? That'd be helpful. Most of the jobs you remember don't exist anymore. And the ones that managed to survive the Great Disruption most likely have an AI boss breathing down your neck. I can't even imagine that. What's left? Well, anything that requires a complex understanding of human thought processes. Meaning, for better or worse, we're a long way off from things like robot comedians. Okay, silver lining. There's no way they'll eliminate all human drivers though, right? They're definitely trying. It didn't feel like Capra was going to stop anytime soon. Alright, I think that's enough of an update for one night. Missing the old days? A little bit, yeah. But it's more that I'm finally starting to see things I recognize around here. The city streaming by couldn't have been less familiar to me. The towering skyline, the neon signs fighting for the attention of an empty street. Sam's face had gone soft and dreamy, like he was seeing old friends. Why did it just repeat? That's a smirk. That's not soft and dreamy. I had a list of stuff I was going to do as soon as I got out. Get a proper haircut, get clothes that weren't orange. And now the thing I've been picturing the most, walking through her door again for dessert. Is that where we're headed? That's right. I have some cookies to bake. Is it like his daughter? Wait, did I hear him right? Were you a baker before you were arrested? I wish. I was only an amateur. We're headed to my Aunt Cassie's house, though she's not really my aunt. She's just someone special who taught me everything I know. Well, that's good. Everyone has to have a thing in prison, you know? The skill you bring to the table so the guys respect you. I don't know how to fix cars, and I had pretty much zero connections. I can't draw to save my life, so no one wanted my stick figures as a tattoo. Are you saying you won over a group of convicts with cookies? I know, world's lamest inmate, but it's all I could do, believe me. A lot of guys had never baked anything before. Been baked, but never baked. That was my regular joke. Not bad. Well, I only had 10 years to think it up. He reached into his jacket pocket and unwrapped a perfectly golden cookie. Here, I baked a few this morning to show her how she saved me, even when I was inside. I want you to have one. I could see the chocolate chips were dark and just melted enough. The edges looked crisp and the middle looked soft and buttery. Heaven. I ate it without a second thought. It was chewy and delicious. Oh my god. Do you like it? This is like cookie nirvana. Oh, take a left. I walked down the street so many times, either looking for trouble or trying to get out of some. But it's going to be different now. Cassie's Cookies. What do you think of that name? Seems pretty perfect to me. Good, that's a relief. Honestly, the shop is kind of the only thing I have to look forward to right now. His voice buzzed with energy. That and seeing Aunt Cassie. We're almost there. How do I look? I could see on my navigator that we were close to the address, but I wasn't sure this particular part of Los Ojos had stayed the same all these years. You look great. You're really nice, you know that? Not a lot of people would be so kind to someone like me. Wait, is this Beaumont Drive? It is. I pulled it to a glow, not the charming porch light of some kind woman's house, but the neon glare of a Capra charging station. It was right here. What's going on? No, this can't be. I'm so sorry. The whole Outerlands is condos now? God, it's like a yuppie fever dream. What happened? I'm not sure. Progress is the party line, I think. He repeated my word like it was the first time he heard it. Progress. It's gone. She's gone. Do you have her number or anything? I don't even know her last name. God, I must look so pathetic to you. Don't worry about that. Sam kept silent for loud, shaky breaths. I could feel him willing himself not to cry. The tension was making my stomach hurt. Take all the time you need. I could hear him unwrapping more cookies in the back seat. You know what? I just need to stop kidding myself. I know where you can take me. The Grackle. It's a bar. You know it? I don't, but... Can't I take you somewhere that's not a bar? Where would you suggest I go? I don't know. You still need dessert, right? A coffee shop? You're really nice, but I'm not really... No. I'm not sure I could stand any place that's well lit, you know? I could understand that. I started up the engine and rolled out of the neighborhood with all of its ghosts. It's not a drink I'm after, believe me. Been sober on 11 years now. But I know there will at least be a few familiar faces sitting at the bar. And if Deb still owns the place, she might even let me crash on the break room sofa. The Grackle was close. It made sense that it had been his regular haunt. I doubted he was the first person to head there after a stint in prison. It's probably not my place to say it, but... I still think Cassie's Cookies is a good idea. All the bakeries in LO are so trendy now. Flavor, foam, savory donuts. There's something refreshing about a chocolate chip cookie. Something classic. Well, as a time traveler, I have to say, classic sounds a lot like old. The dive bar loomed in our sight before I could respond. A few gnarly motorcycles and gnarlier-looking characters loitered out front. With his choir boy haircut and pristine jeans. Oops, sorry, I hate to ask you this, but I wasn't planning on having to pay for a place to sleep tonight. Aunt Cassie had one of those industrial mixers I was going to use for the bakery. Now I have to buy one, but banks don't usually give out loans to ex-cons, you know? Oh, how much money do you want? What do you need? It's too much, I'm sorry. How much? 20. $20 is a lot, but you need it more than I do. I know what it's like to need help getting back on your feet. Thank you, Lina. I hope someone shows you a kindness someday like you have for me. Before I could respond, he hopped out into the night. He was probably just embarrassed, but in this town, it seemed like everyone needed a little extra help, even a guy who just wanted to bake chocolate chip cookies. Welcome back to the world, Sam. He still paid for the ride, so technically we didn't pay him 20. Just saying. Yeah, see, so technically we only gave him like $15 if we want to be right. If we want to be real. Message from unknown. Lina. It's Savvy. Are you okay? OMG, Bunny, I'm so sorry. I've been trying to find a safe way to text. Need your help. It's amazing to talk to you. Where are you? It's really complicated right now. Need help. Please tell me where you are. Can't say right now. Well, if you need help, how are we supposed to help you? Something feels off. Trust me, it's me. I had to trash my old phone. Can't risk using the camera or would send you a pic. But seriously, who else calls you Bunny? I just need to make sure. It's been a weird week. Literally ask me anything. What did you break at my 19th birthday? OMG, you're so paranoid. Broke your favorite mug. It was shaped like an avocado. Okay, maybe it's you. She's typing and not. When we were 17, a gang of stupid rich boys yelled at you from their gross white pedo van. Called you all that stuff. You came to me crying and you wanted to move or whatever, and I said, screw that. We can teach them a lesson. So you all tracked them down and found their man cave frat house. Are you convinced yet? Kinda. LOL. We found their van parked out back and came locked and loaded. You with your glitter bomb, me with my spray paint. The van looked way better with its new paint job. Trust fund maggots, LOL. We messed that stuff up. We're lucky they didn't call the cops. They're lucky you didn't let me slash their tires. I was so ready. But you were there to stop me from going too crazy. Always am, always will be. You're the best. I want to see you, Savvy. Finally, okay. Soon, I promise. I just need one more favor. What is it? I know you're trying to help, but please, I need you to be super careful about who you talk to. I've been hearing whispers about you asking some questions about me. What are your... Whispers from who? I know you're trying to help, but please remember, don't talk to anyone who works with Capra about me. They're gonna lie to you. You seriously can't trust anything they say. Of course not. Oh. Capra is dangerous. You seriously have no clue how dangerous, and I want you to stay safe. I'm hearing stuff on my side and it's bad. Plus, they'll totally take you down with me if you give them the chance. Just don't go digging into them anymore, okay? Digging done. Thanks, Lina. It means the world. Okay, gotta go. Seriously, so close to being done with all of this being done. Can't wait to see you, my little bunny. Love you so much. Talk soon, I promise. Be safe. It was well after midnight and I met my ride quota. I checked my field grid, deep green. I had it in me to push on for one more ride tonight, or I could call it in early and get some rest. We're gonna push. I decided to push on. Every PAX was a chance to learn the city and earn some coin. I just gave someone $20. Well, 14, 16, 15, whatever. Journal. Interesting. Okay, pickup request. So we have Liam, or we can do one more new person. Oh, 5 stars needed. Well, we don't have 5 stars. We can talk to robot people again, or... I kind of want to try Liam, because we haven't seen him since our first night. Liam waved to me before he got in the car. He looked excited to see me. I was too tired to match his enthusiasm, but I gave it a shot. It seemed to work. Hey, Lina. Wow, what are the odds we see each other again? Of all the neocabs in all of Los Ojos. The odds are very good. I'm one of maybe 3 neocabs left in this city. Oh, well, I'll call it fate anyway. More fun. How you've been, Lina? Pretty great. That's great. What have you been up to? Working mostly. I've met some pretty cool people. The clientele is really different from Cactus Flats. In a good way, mostly. Mostly. Right after we met, I met the sweetest corporate spy. Sounds dicey. Los Ojos is a lot of things, but it's never boring, apparently. So, what about you? Wait, you've got one of those things on your arms? No way. The field grid, wow. Yeah, actually, Savvy gave it to me. Huh, interesting. How do you feel about it? Oh, she looks at it. Honestly, it's kind of weird. I know, right? I find it so bizarre, just as a concept, putting your emotions on display, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Does it make you uncomfortable? It does sometimes. But I've been told that I have a lot of feelings, like, a lot. And the feel grid sort of draws them out of me. Yeah, I need to stop. Stop what? Being all thinky, disinfecting stuff. You and me both. It's the worst. I've been trying to stay out of the heavier side of LO, but... Lina, not to bring the room down or the car, I guess, but can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know anything about Sophie Lemieux, the late Sophie? I know a few things. That's Sophie's Law. That she was a ballerina, that she was hit by a car, and that Kepra's trying to pass a law with her name on it. Well, after I left you the other night, I went to take some pictures and stumbled onto this massive crowd of people. It was a vigil for Sophie, big deal, lots of mourners. Some people had signs about cars, about Capra or whatever. And there was this portrait of her, full ballet pose, arabesque, surrounded by flowers, people crying, chanting about change. That sounds... like a lot. It really was, although what really struck me was the whole scene was bathed in this blue glow, and it was coming from people's wrists. Feel grids. Are they really that popular here? I was gonna say, Savvy's got one. She's an open book, emotionally. And a mystery in every other way. Well, at the vigil, feel grids were everywhere. I got some interesting shots, but... it was so strange taking a photo with only one possible interpretation. It's just, here are some sad people, you know, they are sad because they are blue. It's weird, you know? Yeah. But it's not that simple. There are different kinds of sad. We can't read the feeling exactly. Yeah, maybe you're right. Either way, it was really striking. Mostly blue, some reds here and there, greens and yellows too. What do those mean? Calm, relaxed, positive. Chill, happy. But see, that's the problem, right? If I show up at a funeral and my feel grid says I'm stoked, you're just enjoying the happy memories. Probably, sure. But there's so much room for error, misinterpretation. I keep picturing the Mona Lisa. 500 years of that unreadable smile until you slap a feel grid on it. I'm a bit scrambled up about the whole thing. So you're not in the market for one then? At least the look is interesting, and I almost got a free one. Like a sponsorship? Are you an influencer? Ha, working on it. How's it going so far? I take a lot of pretty pictures. I'm told that's the first step. But anyhow, I'm at the vigil, yeah? Everything's blue, it's like dreamlike mournful, but then I look across the street, there's a whole gang, right? Not a feel grid in the pack, it's a dark zone. I go over there to check them out, and they say that they're this group called Radix. The word hit me like a gut punch. Maybe I could get some intel if I played this right. Oh yeah, who's Radix? They're anti-car activists, cool people mostly. Except one of them who got pretty heated when I said they must like Sophie's Law. Rookie mistake. They hate cars, but they hate Capra even more. Even more than you, maybe. Hey, you're the one who brought it up this time. No baggage here. It's all good. So what were they doing at the vigil? They were actually trying to recruit. At Sophie's vigil. Interesting. Yeah, they were saying the law is a cheap half measure, gives Capper more power, doesn't save any lives. Anyways, I showed them the photos I took of the blue glow. And they said none of those people had field grids when they showed up. Apparently 2 hours earlier, some Capper reps showed up and started handing them out free of charge. More striking than just candles. Definitely. Radix said the reps passed one to everyone who showed up. Huh. Yeah, I guess my question is, why? Because it puts on a show. Free advertising. And then I take pictures of it and share it with the world. Makes me feel a little used? Duped? Exactly. Yeah, that tends to be Capra's thing. I know I'm more than familiar. That's something I maybe should have told you the other day when I got weird. When you got weird? Yeah, I got quiet and sort of standoffish. That wasn't fair. Oh well, no, that was on me. Well, at least let me make one little excuse. I worked for a big Capra adjacent company when I was still in the UK. I got the job really young, working in immersive tech and AI. I loved it. It let me be creative, and I felt like I was changing things. So we got big. We got big because we were good, but then you lose yourself, don't you? Yeah, I feel that. More and more, I was balancing creativity in my actual work with corporate ethics. I'm gonna say gross. It was. I just kept working with the worst people, saying yes to more funding regardless of where it came from. To make myself feel better, I joined all these initiatives for change, for diversity, helping the right kinds of communities and people. I took so much on, and so did lots of us, but it was just impossible. What's the phrase? Money talks? Definitely talked louder than we did. So you came to LO? The city of unavoidable politics? Ha, I know, it seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? I guess maybe this trip is a test to see if I can turn my brain off. Be a tourist, not an activist. Just watch all the Capra stuff happen and let it float by. Just let everything float by. Not agonizing over morals, no fighting, just observing. Where do you feel you're at? Doing my best to remain impartial and everything turns out to be a lot of work. I mean, just look at me. I'm lost right now. I took a really good picture of an important LO moment of people experiencing something profound. It might be one of my best. But I can't decide. I used to do nothing but decide. And now I can't even say if a photo I took is real. I knew the feeling. Was anything real in Los Ojos? Of course it's real. It's still real people experiencing something real. I have a field grid. My feelings are still legitimate. Real people, real moment. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Hey, listen. Obviously, don't take your eyes off the road, but... do you think I could send you the picture? You can tell me what you think? I want to share it, but I think it's important, but... I sort of love your thoughts. Be my moral compass. Yeah, send away. Thanks. I'm sorry if I'm being a downer. People come to LO for the lights and sights, you know? And I end up getting right back into the muck. Things are gonna be okay. I think LO's just going through a bit of a phase. Right? Aren't we all? But here we are experiencing the city this way. It's gotta mean something, right? I pulled up to Liam's hotel again. It was hard not to feel a pang of jealousy. Having a decent place to sleep felt like it was part of another timeline for me. And here we are. Cool, thanks for listening to me rant, Lina. And for looking at the photo for me. Always, here for the rants, friend. See you in text. He was already scrolling through his camera as he walked in. Did the fate of the de facto Capra ad campaign lay in my hands, mixed with the fate of a photo that could sway the Sophie's Law vote? Liam, buddy, I can't tell if you came to the exact right person or the exact wrong one. Got 5 stars. 2 for 2 on positive interactions with Lina. Oh, we're back to 5 stars. Sweet. My rating increased. What is Crasher? Oh, the app. If we don't want to, like... I'm gonna have to do the Capra pad again. I mean, we have the money for it. We don't have the money to go anywhere. See, we could if we went all the way down there, we're just using a lot more gas. Or battery. So we're gonna have to do the Capra pods again. I hated giving up my money to Capra. It's sleeping with the enemy in a weird human beehive at that. Oh, is this the same? Still, the other day was one of my best sleeps I had in Los Ojos, and being haunted by my conscience was better than those Azteca dreams. The kiosk directed me to Elevator 1, Capsule 391. I settled into the capsule. Within seconds, the Athena voice rang in my ears. Good evening, Lina. What? I didn't remember going to sleep at all. The screen claimed I'd been down for over 7 hours. What did they do to me? I felt rested, if a bit uneasy. I slipped back into my car, more than a little ashamed. Oh, I have to click it. My 4th night in Los Ojos. Is this my life now? Making just enough coin to scrape by? Never seeing the sun? On an endless search for my friend? I was starting to feel surreal, like the moment the camera pans to the dark figure laughing in the doorway, and you just know, oh, she's doomed. Maybe we can give that one person a ride who required 5 stars. Oh, Liam. Hey, Lina. Thanks again for the ride. Great talking to you. Here's my picture I took at the vigil. So I posted yes, no, circle 1. I mean, it's basically a Capra ad. It's not really like... Would it be rude to say hold off? Because I feel like it's not super moving. I'm going to say hold off for now. Doesn't quite feel right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's a great picture, but the whole handing out field grip makes it feel like a setup. Influence bait. OMG, that's totally what it is. Have a great night. You too. Okay, so new Rip Sophie. Should have been Capra. Oh, we can't give Luke a ride, because he requires 5 stars. And we'll have enough for gas. Is it cheaper down there? It's a little more expensive, but it might be worth it. I say we'll go for it. But for now, I think I'm going to end this video right here. So I hope you have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of the day it is when you're watching this, and I hope to see y'all next time.